Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, I've got a question. Have you ever watched ants? Can you move like an ant? What's it look like? They're so small, but they move so fast. Well, fast for an ant. It looks kind of slow to us, doesn't it? That's because of how much bigger we are than ants. But think about it. When you run, you're moving really fast, right? But if I was up at the top of a really tall building, and I looked over the edge and I watched you run below, well, you'd probably look like you were moving pretty slow down there, right? What do you think we look like to ants? Ants just exist in this world with humongous giants that might accidentally step on them at any given moment. Must be kind of scary. But maybe they like us too, because sometimes we drop food. I always think it's funny when I accidentally drop some food outside and then I see it again later and there are hundreds of ants crawling all over it. Have you ever had that happen to you? Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever wondered, how do ants find food? And how do so many of them get the Oreo I dropped so quickly? Well, ants work as a team, and they use a superpower called scent trails. Can you say scent trails? When an ant leaves the nest to look for food, it starts wandering around on its own. But here's the thing. As it walks, it leaves a special chemical trail behind it. That chemical is called a pheromone. Can you say pheromone? A pheromone is like a secret message written in smells. Ants can sniff these messages with their antennae. Put a finger on each hand up to your forehead and stick them out. That's what an ant's antennae look like. It's basically their nose, but it's up here instead of in the middle of their face. They use these antennae to sniff out the trail. It'd be like if your mom walked through the hallway with a plate full of freshly baked, delicious cookies. The next time you walked through the hallway, you'd take a sniff, and you'd say, "There were cookies here." Now imagine one ant finds a delicious crumb. That ant quickly turns around and follows its own scent trail back home. But on the way back, it makes the trail even stronger by adding more pheromones. Then the ant goes into the nest and basically tells all the ants, "Hey, I found food! Follow the trail I made! Let's go, guys!" The other ants come marching out and follow that scent right to the food. As more ants walk along the same trail, the smell gets stronger and stronger, which makes even more ants want to follow it. Have you ever seen a whole line of ants going back and forth like a tiny highway? That's why. Once the food that they found is gone, the ants stop adding to the trail. Without fresh pheromones, the trail fades and the ants move on. Some ants can even carry food that's bigger than they are, up to 50 times their own body weight. That'd be like you lifting a car. And I'm not talking about a toy car. I mean the kind you drive to the grocery store in. So ants use smell, memory, teamwork, and serious strength to get the job done. All from such tiny little bodies. Have you ever had to use teamwork? Teamwork is when you help other people who are all trying to do the same thing. Maybe it was a game you were playing. Maybe you and your team were trying to win something. Or maybe you and your siblings were using teamwork to clean your room. Can you think of any other times you've worked together with others as a team? I always tell my kids that we should work as a team to be kind to each other. It really is a group effort because once one person is unkind, it's easy for someone else to be unkind, and then a third person. Suddenly no one is being as nice as they should be. But if you work together as a team and encourage each other, things go a lot more smoothly. All right, let's have a quick quiz and see what we learned today. What do ants use to leave a trail for others to follow? Do you remember what that word was? The word is pheromones. That's the scent trail that they leave. How do ants smell these trails? Do you remember what part of their body they use? Put your fingers back up on your forehead. That's right, with their antennae. What happens to the trail when the food is gone? It fades away and all the ants leave. Let's play true or false. True or false? Ants use their eyes to follow trails. False. They smell with their antennae. True or false? Ants can carry food that's bigger than they are. That is true. They are so strong, it would be like you picking up a car. How is that even possible? True or false? Pheromone trails last forever. That is false. If that were true, you'd have ants confused all over the place going, hey, wait, where's the food? Where's the food? I thought there was supposed to be food here. One more. True or false? Ants work together as a team. That is true. I keep thinking about how strong ants are. So here's a would you rather. Would you rather be super small like an ant, but super strong, or be regular sized, but you can't pick up anything? Ooh. Boy, I'm not sure which one I would pick. I'm gonna say regular sized, but I can't pick up anything. Here's a fun game. This is called By Yourself or With a Team. I'll name an activity and you shout out if it's something people usually do by yourself or with a team. Are you ready? Brushing your teeth. Yep, by yourself. Playing soccer. With a team. Taking a test. Ooh, by yourself. Putting on a play. With a team. What about drawing a picture? By yourself. How about carrying a giant crumb across the yard if you're an ant? Yep, with a team. I think it's so cool how ants use teamwork to accomplish the things they need to do. The next time you see an ant, try to follow it. I bet it's heading for some food, or back to its home to let all the other ants know where they can find some. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, please tell other grown-ups about this show and visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow.